Okay. Alrighty, here we are. I went through a little bit of the dialogue with him, and yeah. So yeah, I
I've
um
had my share of dancing. The
you've had your
curtain
share of
falls.
dancing. The curtain falls. Um yeah, okay. I don't think I need to talk to him anymore, and he really doesn't have
What
anything
is
to
this
say.
silent house? Will you tell me, old boy?
Will you tell me, old boy? Um, do you two come from the capital? I didn't unlock this dialogue before. It's weird. I guess maybe because I talked to Andre too much. Yes, I am. You know, when we were invited here, that was 10 years ago. Twirene was unheard of in the capital back then. I came here for it. So fetch us some herbs, gatherer, will you? Um, I will. I'll do it for you, Heator. Okay. And we are out onto the night. Imagine if I had immediately died. That would be horrible. Um, so yeah. I actually my experience last time was that it was easier to go find dudes to kill in the knot. So I might do that. Oh my goodness, you're such a tease. Why do these bandage men never have bandages? I don't know which trash cans I've dug in. I don't know if I've been to this store yet. Um, I'll go check it out. Check it out, check it out. Check it out. Oh, this is a food store. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and buy those. A lemon isn't bad, honestly, but I have a lot of coffee, so gonna not get a lemon. Yeah, yeah. It seems like things reloaded to some extent, like trading the bullets with Andre. It was like, oh, I'm sorry. Life is complicated matter, making a fuss about a fairy tale hardly. We're breathing step here. Oh, the vaporous. I do really like the way he talks, but I was just gonna ask you to trade water bottles. Like, I appreciate your dialogues, but, he's saying, something about the Shabnak, and that, he believes in the step traditions, which is a fun kind of, thing in P1, definitely. I don't I don't want that one. I don't really feel like it's talked about in P2, but in P1 it's a thing that the townsfolk, the normal non kin, the sort of I guess, the people that aren't native to this region, um who live in this town do tend to believe in a lot of the local traditions. I don't know if the Waterman is a member of the kin or not. I don't mean to make assumptions about these things, but he clearly believes in the step traditions either way. My cat is just literally annoying the shit out of me, but that's fine. She's fine. Um, I um, yeah. But anyways, okay. I don't know. I don't know if you could even hear that, but she was just making noise. Um, yeah, because specifically I was thinking about how a don't I don't remember if it's the Haruspex route or a different route, but one of these routes, Alexander Sabirov, I believe, he tells you that cutting into a body is a taboo, and it's certainly a taboo that would have originated with the steppe folks, but it's not a taboo that only steppe folks believe. It's something that the whole town is very superstitious about. Oh, a freaking herb? Pick this thing up. How do I do it? I'm interacting. This is an herb. Do I click? Am I crazy? This is Twire. I mean, I'm hitting the interact button, but I don't know. I don't know. There's like a 5-1 there. Oh, hazelnuts. I got hazelnuts. There's like a 1 to 2% chance that you have to talk to Ospity and you have to like come into your inheritance and all that before you can pick up herbs. I can't think of what else it could be. So yeah, that that's embarrassing. I feel like these trash cans always have good shit in them. I've gotten a gold ring here before, although I got a gold ring in that other trash can today. Can I sneak up on him? I don't know, maybe. He's gonna throw his knife at me, isn't he? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, he didn't throw his knife. This really is the best way to kill them. To shoot them in the face. I want to keep that lockpick. Because, something that I realized was that you really do need lockpicks in this game because there's no knock on the door option. So if you want to get into a house in an uninfected district, then you have to use the lockpick. And they won't attack you. Not, you know, not unless you start stealing from them, which then they will attack you, or at least the men will. And I think even the teenage boys will. But the nice thing is that you can trade with people. And so on days where you can't really find kids to trade with, you can always break into a house and go and trade with the folks in the house. I have 2 bullets left. I'm gonna start heading towards the still water. I could sleep at the lump. It would make more sense. It's really just a role-playing thing and just my own level of comfort with preferring to sleep in Daniel's bed versus Capella's bed. Oh, I could sleep in Vlad's bed. You know what? That's fine. We'll do that. My God. You guys. It's fine. It's no biggie. I mean, you know, I rely on you to carry water around and then you just don't. But it's fine. It's so fine. I know, if I remember correctly, that I can't get into Laura's yet. Which is an interesting detail. It's not a thing. I don't think that's a thing for any... I mean, it's certainly probably a thing for some other character, or like, in other words, I wouldn't be surprised if there was somebody that, as Daniel, you can't go to their house on the first or second day. Although, I feel like it's several days for Artemy and Laura. Good fucking God. That was not fair. I was so close. How did that not kill you? Okay, well, I'm out of bullets now, so that's fun. That was not real. A bullet I just put in my gun. Alrighty, I have a lot of organs. I might actually go trade them. Because I can get herbs from the worms already, but, you know, honestly, I don't have any need to do that right now. I have already done my share of killing for the night. And, yeah. I can't decide. Should I go sleep at Olgimski's, or should I go to the Stillwater? I'm gonna go to the Stillwater. No, I'm gonna go to Olgimski's. Hopefully I just don't run into any damn murderers. I'm sure I will. I feel like the center of town is like the easiest place to run into them. But, you know, here's hoping. It'll be fine. Just some regular old dudes. Okay. You okay? You look like you have the sand plague. You okay? You okay? But yeah. I don't know, I don't think I've ever slept in Vlad's bed, but I noticed earlier that you could. So let's do it. I mean, you can sleep in almost anyone's bed in this game. One kind of fun fact was that I remember as Daniel, who I was the first or the first Pathologic P1 character that I played. As the Bachelor, I would go and sleep at the Soborovs because there's a bed there, and I remember thinking that it was Soborov's bed, but it's actually Clara's bed, which I don't know. It's just ironic because I don't know.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna just take a little nappy. Let's see. Do I have sleeping medicine? Nope. I'll use this though. Why not? And let's eat some food. And let's sleep for 2 hours. Um, yeah. I wish that there were secrets in this. That little box is the same one I get my inheritance out of. Okay. Cool. Day 2 in which the Haruspex, under any circumstances, gains more than he loses for the first and last time. Gains more than he loses for the first and last time.
The wrong time to start this fight.
Wrong time to start the fight. I've got good news and bad news for you, Master Burah. Predominantly bad, but the good one is there. Why is there only the option to start with the good news? Start with the good news. You may come into your inheritance. No one will dare get in your way. There's no proof of your wrongdoing. You may take the keys from Alexander Soborov. I can't imagine how they got into his hands, but never mind. That's the good news. Who's Alexander? Pray, see. Pray, Artemy. I'm not the only one to bear the burden of authority in this town. The power is divided among 3 families. The Olgimskis, the Kynes, and the Soborovs. The Soborovs are mostly in charge of, shall I say, the executive power. The enforcement machine, so to speak. And the bad news? The bad news. I've spoken to Soborov about your case, and he is, to say the least, furious. It seems that he's set on destroying you by any means possible, disregarding my protection and my personal warranty of good faith. What have I done to make him so angry? It's not him, I think, but rather his wife. Katerina is a mistress, a woman of a mystical gift. Her opinion is well respected, no matter what kind of person she is, and she has had a vision of you bringing some horrific bloodshed to pass. This is the price of your ascension to glory, according to her. Everyone has their ups and downs. I believe you, I do, but can it really be helped? Alexander trusts his wife more than he'd ever trust me. The Soborov's duty is to maintain order, and such a discovery about your mission couldn't make them happy. It seems that Alexander has taken it upon himself to stop you from fulfilling this, prophecy. Is your name enough to hold him back? For a while, but the news of Simon Kind's death, the rumors of some epidemic, they're stirring our small town. The people are scared. Alexander's demanding emergency powers, and if he gets what he's asking for, I won't be able to help you like I do now. The lump will not protect you then. So what do we do about it? Hope for the best? Hope. Okay. I've arranged for a hideout to be prepared just in case. You'll be able to lay low and continue your work there, even if Soborov does get the power, and orders me to turn you in. The place isn't exactly comfortable, but it's reliable. It will become your home. Wow. Are you trying to drive me away from here, then? You didn't like me sleeping in your big king-size bed, Vladdy. So comfortable. No, no, not at all. You're welcome to sleep in my bed anytime, Artemy. I've done so little for you. Why? Why are you like this? The times we live in, the mad and cruel times. But you will come into your father's inheritance. Talk to Alexander, and his wife even. Use the short break and the immunity that you have while you have them. My immunity is really high because I haven't encountered the plague yet. Okay. Okie dokie. I it's just weird to me that Vlad is so deferential to Artemy because in Pathologic 2, um what? I don't remember getting information about Dankovsky. Yeah, I know about Dankovsky. Okay. Supposedly he has great information about medicine and other arts? The fuck does that mean? Okay. Okay. I think I might go straight for Vlad. Vlad too, because I kinda want my little house. But I should probably go talk to the Saburovs. No biggie. Let's get it over with. Um, yeah, all I was saying was that Big Vlad in Pathologic 2, he's very, like, nice. I would say he's nice to Artemy. He likes Artemy. He, wants to get in good with Artemy, but he's not so deferential. I mean, he's treating me like a holy man almost, or like, an elder. I mean, I'm supposed to be like 25 years old or some shit. Like, why? I'm literally a sarcastic asshole, dirty, like there's nothing respectable about me. I'm a doctor, sure. I mean, I guess part of it is supposed to be that he knows that he's taken advantage of the kin so much that it's like, well, I need to be on Artemy's good side because I've really fucked things up with the rest of the kin, and I need someone to sort of be on my side. Um, as far as that goes, like he doesn't want to let a whole uprising happen, which it has been happening, and he's hoping that if I'm his friend, then that won't happen. I mean, I can't really imagine what else it is. I mean, I think that you're supposed to think that he was kind of friends with Isidore, maybe, but obviously that was more Simon, and honestly, why would Isidore be friends with Olgimsky? I don't know. Well, but in P2 I think they were. In P2 it was more like that, and it makes sense. It makes sense the way that Vlad treats Artemy in P2, that it's more like, oh, I like your dad, I got along with your dad. He was just one of the town's old men that never really did anything and let the town fall into disarray or something. And so I'm gonna be nice to you, versus in this one where he's like super, super nice. I'm always hoping Clara will be here because I just think that it's fun to see
The
Clara.
wheel of my fortune has touched me in a dream.
Okay. So it was you that my vision spoke of, the man that will make a great sacrifice and spill rivers of blood. It is all clear to me now. Could you be more precise?
Shh. Did you hear that?
Nope. It was probably the rat prophet. Oh, the torment. Where's that idiot girl? Where's the morphine? Is there no one to send for? And you, why are you here? Don't come any closer. She's so mean to Clara, calling her an idiot girl. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's an issue. Don't be mean to Clara. Um, why are you afraid of me? There was a prophecy. Oh, my temples! You are bound to drown our town in blood. The wording is precise. You will make a sacrifice. There will be rivers of blood, and that will be your doing. You will bring back to the earth, all the blood that had been taken from it in the past 10 years. Go away! Yeah, so this is interesting to look at the prophecy. You will make a sacrifice. Well, depending on the ending, you either have to sacrifice the bound or the town or the polyhedron. There will be rivers of blood. There's actually blood involved in some of those endings. Not necessarily the Bachelor one, but presumably a bunch of people would die in that one. I mean, a bunch of people are going to die anyways. And it will be your doing. Well, I mean, I am the main character. You will bring back to the earth all the blood that had been taken from it in the past 10 years. You will bring back to the earth all the blood that had been taken from it. Huh. I mean, that makes me think of the polyhedron going in and causing this gash. So it's like bringing it up out of the earth. But I don't know. What's wrong with you? My temples, my skull, it's unbearable. Go away. Okay.
Don't you think you're in the clear?
Go away, Ripper. Did you hear the words with your own ears? You won't ever understand. You don't have the higher senses, the nerves a mistress feels the world with. You don't know these lines, Buer. It's like trying to describe a smell to a person who has no nose. These lines, that's interesting. Ah, bah, humbug, whatever.
Did you hear that?
No. I want to avoid this as well. Help me, tell me what to be cautious of. Nothing can be avoided. Impossible. I can't tell. And the sacrifice is hazy. I still don't know what it will be. I just think it's hardly a person. It's got the soul of a person, the mind of a person, but it's not a person. Interesting. Are you talking about like the Rat Prophet, or is this something more meta? Is this like about, the big twist, or about the meta game of a gameplay situation dolls, all of that? I don't know. Or is it just saying, is this like a Shavnakadir? I don't know. I really don't know. I think it might be. Oh, the sacrifice. Oh, it's an Urdu. I don't think I'm saying it right, but you're talking about the sacrifice, which will either be the town or the polyhedron or the bound, but mainly those two. Okay. I'm sorry. I was trying to make it deeper. I was trying to look for the meta game. Meta. Why do you keep hinting, but you can't just say it straight? That would mean mutilating reality. Haziness defines shapes. Yeah, I mean, that's true, because you don't know if it's the polyhedron or the town. A mistress cannot lie. There's no other way. Okay, I believe you. Am I gonna mess this up? I know I have to talk to both of them, but I'm just afraid, because I felt like Katarina was actually more important to talk to, which that whole conversation did seem important. But I guess Sabirov is the one who's gonna decide my deal. So this is Clara's bedroom, by the way. I would come here and sleep as Daniel and being like, haha, I'm sleeping in your bed. Sabir, it was actually Clara's though, and I was like, oh. Awkward. Hi, I like your throw.
That's okay, I'll make it. I'm made of wood.
I love his voice. This is a good
The
voice.
rabble is completely out of control. They must have been bottling up their lowly instincts for quite some time.
It's much more, it's almost cartoonish, right? It's like, I'll be okay, I'm made of wood. Versus the P2 voice, which is, I don't know, just not as good. Who let you in here? The door was open.
No, I can't stand it much longer.
Me neither, Alex. So, you had the courage to come to me. I thought you'd send someone. Or do you think I'm not aware of what you've done and what you will do? What I will do? That's interesting. Don't play innocent, brah. You were born here. You were raised here. Sometimes it even seems to me that I remember you. You must have seen the long strife of the two mistresses, Victoria and Nina. You know how mistresses can see the future. So what did the late mistresses say I would do? A living mistress does, Katerina Sabirova, my wife. She knows you will bring us much sorrow in the coming days. You'd be in jail already if not for old Gimski's protection. Since when are a clairvoyant's words grounds for imprisonment? I'd put you in jail at my own risk willingly. This isn't the capital. Your civil rights mean nothing here. Here, the scope of your rights is determined by the will of the rulers. Oh, yeah, he's not a good leader, exactly, by most standards, but, he's honestly such a water sign. He's so emotionally driven, which is not a good leader characteristic, I don't think. But anyways. Okay, got it. I know you're a killer. One of the worst killers anyone in this town has ever seen, in fact. You are charged with premeditated murder of at least 4 people. The death of Simon Kine and your father are being looked into. Watch your tongue. A shame I'm bound by my word, or you'd be dealt with right here. I've come to take possession of my father's inheritance. It is only out of respect for the bachelor. He is, for some reason, absolutely sure of your innocence. That's understandable. He is an outsider after all. He is, doesn't understand the truth like me. But it is only out of respect for him that I will hand you the inheritance. I will be watching every step you make, however. Don't even think about absconding. Be my guest. You may take possession of your inheritance. The affairs of the deceased were conducted by one Ospedy. She lives nearby. Her den is in the crude sprawl. You'll have to make do without a guide and find the way to her house on your own. And don't you dare leave town. Your culpability is all but proven. It's almost over. Okay. He said you're gonna have to go there without a guide, and I was like, so the little map direction isn't gonna pop up? It did. I have a guide, actually. Ooh.
My hands are tied. You're in luck.
What do you want? Is there somewhere I can stay? You've got a estate here, I believe. Your late father had a house and a secret laboratory, even. My father's house is unclean. Can't help you. It's your house. If I tell him to go to hell, will something bad happen? I kind of wish that one of
I've
these
got a
dialogue
firm
options would
hand.
just result in Cyberrob whipping out a revolver and shooting me in the head. Who's investigating my father's murder? No one. Why? Because there's no time for that. There are matters of greater importance. Oh, who will take care of it and when? I will deal with your father's murderer personally when I'm not distracted by all the time and order. Distracted all the time and the order is restored. And something tells me that you won't be too happy with the results. I won't let you off the hook. Better than nothing. Alrighty. Thank you.
I will
Thank you,
respect.
Alex. Bye-bye. Love you. Let me see. Taking a second here. There we go. Hello, dear. My heart is crying for my poor children. How are my dearest doing? Is everything all right? Oh, woman's share is hard. Men's share is harder. Yeah, I remember thinking that all of these lines were written for The Bachelor, because some of the interactions are different. Like, the water guy is different for every healer. I'm pretty sure he has completely different lines. And I feel like for Dankovsky, he really doesn't say much, but then he actually says a lot more for Clara and Artemy. So the woman's share is harder. I always think of Daniel when I see that, because I kind of thought that was a Daniel-specific line. You know what? I'm gonna do a little strat. This is my crazy gamer strat. I'm actually gonna go ahead and, is this really Nikolai Dipowski? That's creepy. Whatever. It's just weird. It's just weird knowing that, like, I would just rather it be an actor, okay? Or if it was a game developer, I would rather just not know who it was. Let's just leave it at that. Because I can't look at that and be like, oh, it's all to me. I'm like, this is that one guy whose name I know and who I have heard about. But anyways, yeah. It's just a little bit weird. It's not my favorite portrait anyways. Clara's and Danielle's are better anyways, honestly. And yeah, I don't know if Artemy is Dibowski self-insert. I would rather separate it, but it's like you can't. I mean, and that's kind of in Pathologic's nature in a way. I'm actually gonna maybe go all the way over here and talk to Daniel first. I'll go talk to Vlad first, because, yeah. But yeah, because of the meta nature, because of the fact that it pulls you in so close in a way, it's like, it's like very pushing the fact on you that this is theatrical, this is dolls, this is a play, this is not real. It's like it's impossible to I just feel like it's impossible to just look at it as an independent work when it's so self-aware in that way, although not necessarily, but I don't know, there are certain aspects that make it kind of harder to separate. Whether or not art should be looked at independent of the author is maybe a different discussion. I mean, it's hard to do that because it's like, I mean, it just depends. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish his face wasn't there because that just makes me go, oh, somebody made this game and Artemy might be their self-insert. And I don't want Artemy to be their self-insert. I want Artemy to be, my self-insert. Or, the exact way I see him in my head. I don't want him to be a human being. I want him to be my idea, my concept, my little doll that I can, play with in whatever way I want. But yeah. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah. Let's get a bandage. There are water salesmen in Pathologic 2 that are very similar in the sense that they take water and they give you bandages and that's it. But in Pathologic 2, you need water. And I think that you do use water to make potions or rather to make medicine as the Haruspex, probably, although I can't guarantee that that's true. You might only need herbs and stuff, but you probably need water. But it's just, you need water for a lot of things in P2. I mean, mainly for making medicine, but I don't know, it's just, like, thirst is a thing, and getting vials of blood, like, you can just get blood off of people without having a bottle for it in this game, so it's basically almost never worth it to trade water bottles for bandages in Pathologic 2. But in Pathologic 1, what the fuck am I gonna do with all these water bottles? So I will always take that deal, even though I can rarely make it because people are always not having the water
I
bottles
wonder
for the
who else
bandages
she
I need.
has an eye to.
I wonder. I know who stands before me. You are Artemy Barah. Oh, I haven't talked to you yet. In an alternate universe where I died, I did talk to you. So I was like, what do you mean you know me? I've already talked to you, laddie. That depends. Our family has big plans. The first of them has to do with your deceased father inheritance. Hopefully your plans can cure with
It is
mine.
easier to govern others than to prevent being governed.
It is easier to govern others than to prevent being governed. Master Burah, we have prepared a shelter for you. Nice to hear. You mustn't think that we're shutting the door on you, though. We'll always be happy to accommodate you at our place. My sister and I have persuaded our father that the lump should become your fortress. But your enemies are powerful. Invisibility will protect you from them. Who are these enemies? What do you mean? The Soverovs, of course. Haven't you been told? You'd better speak to my father about that. He'll tell you more of his wreath-bearing counterpart. Wreath-bearing? So is that like Caesar? And more importantly about his deranged wife Katerina. My duty is to show you to your new home. Well, get to it then. It's your father's secret laboratory. The place is modest but well hidden from prying eyes. I'm not sure what exactly you're planning to do there, but if at least a tenth of Katerina's prophecy comes true, then you'll need a secluded hideout. If I ever feel like I need company, I'll find someone. Moreover, I have spoken to Bachelor Dankovsky, speaking of company. He is taking a lot of interest in your affairs lately. He's, like, really obsessed with you, dude. He seems to care about you personally. He dropped me a hint that you may need your father's potion brewing apparatus. It is there. Dankovsky? What on earth does he want? Are you bothered that he discusses your affair with such confidence? Yes. I think he got his hands on some of Isidore's documents. Don't forget that, unlike you, he made friends with the Sabarovs. Anything that had been found at the scene of the crime could have gotten into his hands. I wonder what I'll inherit after that. Yeah. Even if you only get the still, you could make a fortune with its help. Oh, really? Yes, you may remember the extraordinary properties of the herb twire. Can you smell the spiciness? The spiciness in the air? It's twire. Twire is extremely rare, but using said device, a skilled person could, well, you'll get the hang of it soon enough. Filled me with enthusiasm. Thank you.
Prices are rising.
Okay. Did that give me the... What did you just give me? What was that noise? It's like, I actually should probably read what he's saying, but I was like... In my mind, I'm like, okay, he's gonna tell me how to get twire. I get it, I already know how to get twire. Although I actually should have read that, because you remember, like, 5 minutes ago when I was struggling to get twire? Maybe I should go talk to Nautikin. I don't think Notkin is going to say anything interesting today. I'm also kind of close to Dankovsky. I should just get the main quest done with, and then I can do other things. And it's only 8:39. Kids come out like around 9 or so, and so then you can start doing a little bit of trading. Oh my god, am I looping back around here? I'm so bad at this game. Okay, it's fine. Just go this way. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the most direct path. But I'm gonna go back up in here because I want to dig in a couple more trash cans. I think I'll be fine on time today. I don't think the plague is gonna hit. This is pretty chill. You know, survival is a thing. And yeah. I know there's also the thing with Andre, and so I need to get some twire. I'm probably gonna buy it from the Wormies. So that'll be a thing that I can do. There's the whole getting my inheritance thing, so yeah. And then I want to trade with kids, and I'm gonna probably have to eat eventually, rest eventually. I have a lot of good tradables. So the reason, I don't know if I said this, but the reason why I wanted to go get my place first before I get my inheritance is because the whole inheritance thing is going to be... I thought there were 3 herb sellers. Do I have to do a quest first? I know there's a quest about the herb, the gatherer that wants to marry an herb bride, and that whole thing. But I don't remember how that factors into this. Hopefully I can figure that out. Maybe I'll buy some bullets from Grief. Griefy. Griefy.
He
I
who
buy
loans
bullets
a
from
minute
you.
owes a year in interest.
My respects. What have I done to earn your respect? Your father was respected by us lot, so you will be too. If we get a connection, that is. Did you know my father? Heh, he never went refusing us lot help, and that was enough for me. Thou shalt respect kindness more than anything else. That is true. You'll elucidate your dad's death, won't you? You'll get to the bottom of this? What do you know about it? Nobody's got nothing to gain from that, I think. There was a tale going around, though, about your honorable father was planning to finally take the proper place. The one that belonged to the guy by the right of birth, that is. Planning? What do you mean? I mean what I say, mate. He has stated his willingness to do just that. Hey, you think nothing of it. It was not about ambition, 'twas only unavoidable fate. He must have foreseen hard trials coming, and here they are, the kin's all locked up, the sand dirt's leaking from every crevice. So you know it's sand dirt? Because I feel like this is the first time somebody's called it that. That's so. Keep yourself in good health, will you? Same to you.
Yeah, I sleep when I'm dead.
You'll sleep when you're dead. Oh, you have a shit ton of ammo. How much are you selling it for? 400? Dude. I'm not selling you anything. But I will buy most of that. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense to buy ammo from grief, but I would like some. And I felt like I was avoiding spending money because I kind of wanted to be able to buy some ammo, and now I've done that, and now I can move on with my life. And probably come back later and buy some more. Yeah. Let me just try Ruben's door. That's what I thought. Hey, girl! It is time for you to wake up. We know all about you. This is not bad. I do not have tradables for you, really. I might go to the Broken Heart and buy some. Yeah, because that ammo is good to sell. She sells it for cheap and then it sells for a lot, so... And I need to sell it in the Bridge Square. If I remember correctly, that's what's good about that shop, is that they sell stuff. Or that they buy stuff for a very high price. So yeah, I need to do that. I needed to get my little Haruspex den, my little laboratory, so that I can put my things in like a chest of drawers or whatever. Or it's more like a big, just normal chest, I guess. Not a chest of drawers, but rather a chest. Because then I can put all my things in there, and then I can get a bunch of stuff from my inheritance. Because my other section of my inventory is going to be completely fucking full at this point. Because it's going to give me Twire, and it's going to give me recipes for drugs. Hey, here it is. Here's the... Oh my goodness. Vladdy, what are you doing here? You seem quite fucking
Who lives
tall,
without folly is not so wise as he. Prices are rising with every hour. We'll see how the story ends.
This place is yours. Make yourself at home. Place is grim.
It is easier to govern others.
This is where my father used to work? Yes, I personally have only been here once. There was nothing here then, nothing but tables, instruments, and tools. Seems that Isidore used to spend a lot of time here. Stayed overnight, even. If it was him, that is... What? It could have been no one else. I hope so. So what, you don't think that Isidore worked here? That's kind of weird. Okay. All of this shit, which, by the way, I kind of knew was... Like, look at everything that is under. Kerosene, I'm never carrying that shit around. Do I really have to put it in like that? There's no auto button? Okay. Okay. This is for my inheritance. But the rest of this shit I'm putting in here. And then I can take out what I want to take out. I need to take it out. As far as my other tabs, they shouldn't really be full.
I wonder who else she has an eye to.
What is this bulky device? This is an... Ooh. This is in fact the still. My cat scratched me, only because... I don't know, I guess I was petting her wrong. But anyways. I think the apparatus had a different purpose originally, but your father has fitted it into this. This is where the herbs are turned into essences. It doesn't really look like lab equipment. He used to say that Twire doesn't discriminate. A rather peculiar thing to say, actually. I would have said quite the contrary. I think you'll get the hang of it. How to mix sap with spirits, how to extract oil, how to take care of the monster. It should all be written in his diaries. Here. Okay, we get it. Bum, bum, bum. I told you not to be here next time, Vlad. Okay? I did not invite you to my sleepover. Okay. Hospity. So yeah, now I have a relatively empty bag, and I can get my thing. Yeah. She's gonna give me recipes for medicine. She's gonna give me some other stuff. So yeah. It'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be great. Yeah. Aspity is a character that, you know, I can't say I have a lot of thoughts about, But I will say that, you know, she's cool. She's chill. She's interesting. She's not really chill. I do think that just characterizing her as sort of being very, um, like, I want to say that in her eyes, Artemy can do nothing wrong. I don't really know why that is, but, you know, she's kind of like his mom, which is a thing. Uh,
Perhaps turning inside out will help?
which isn't to say that she is like his mom, but she has this sort of unconditional loyalty as if she was his mom. Um, I don't think that she is his mom. I see no reason why she would be, other than I read a fan fiction one time where she was, and I think maybe that's a theory that some people have, but maybe that's just in a small circle that I shouldn't think that that's what everybody thinks. So, this is what you look like. Haruspex, Oinon, heir to Wardenbura, Amenhu. Yes, I'm the eldest of my kin now.
He who distrusts himself is better off silent.
I managed to preserve your inheritance, if only by a miracle. You can take it all now. You have my gratitude. Take it then. Use it. I hope you'll manage to sort it all out. I can smell twire or twirine infusions inside. If I'm correct, then your inheritance is priceless. If the infusions come with the recipes, then it could also become our salvation. There are probably other papers in there too, and I can hear the chinking of coins. Who are you? I am an evil spirit. That's my origin. My name is Ospity. It's interesting that she identifies that way, because in P2 I feel like it's like she's like, well, my real name is Saba Atun yada yada, but for some reason people call me Ospity, and I thought that she said that in this game too, but she's like, my name is Ospity. I am quite harmless compared to a Shabnak. I wreak anxiety and fear, bringing the strangling feeling of the times changing. But you make my heart go round. I think it's supposed to be like a motherly thing, but I don't think Artemy gets it. Are you joking? He's an asshole, by the way. Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. She is kind of like Artemy, right? I mean, anyways. Can I trust you? I'm not sure yet. What I am sure of, though, is that Fat Vlad is not to be trusted, unlike his daughter. She will achieve greatness. Even though she was born out of a foul rot, her mother was wonderful. I hope she takes after the mother. Vlad is a swine. I am thankful to those who were there to help me in the hour of need, and he's kind of like he can be rebellious towards her, but she will always just forgive him and not really, hold it against him at all. Okay, is that all?
Who is she?
Damn.
What's her goal?
I'm just so dyslexic. It makes me happy that you came back to us. It makes you happy, yes and no. I see the the cruel hand of fate in this. Your father died, and the next moment enter you. Old Burah was the person we pinned our hopes on, the hopes and expectations he never would have lived up to. But you can. The earth has expressed its will. The kin has said its word. Have they actually said much at all about the kin in this playthrough? I mean, have we even established that Artemy is part of the kin? What do you mean by that? I'm superstitious. I can't listen to the earth like brides do, but I do listen to the kin. I know how they feel. They look up to your father. Now they'll look up to you. That is, if they manage to survive to learn of your existence, of course. Why did they love my father so much? He was an Oinon, a wise man. He could tell justice from injustice instinctively. He could feel the lines nobody even knew about. Some of them aren't even described in the Tale of the Daughters. What is this? The Tale of the Daughters? Is this about Suok and... Don't tell me. Bodo? I think it's Suok and Bodo. Death and Earth? Lines? Lines? What? By the way, P1 Artemy doesn't know a damn thing. This is a fact. You've forgotten everything, but that's fine. The things you don't remember will come to you naturally. And if they don't, then that's how it is supposed to be. You Buras aren't the center of the world. Yeah. Okay, let's leave my father be for now.
Perhaps turning inside out will help?
Perhaps. Tell me about Twire. It transforms any substance. If you want to continue your father's practices, you'll need to stock up on herbs. Some of them are even stronger. White Whip, for example. What does White Whip do? White Whip is always a mystery. It's almost impossible to find on your own. You'll need to talk to the gatherers about it. As for what properties it adds, I don't remember. You need to know the recipes. A lot depends on the blade, too. Why? Each blade has its own personality. All of them are different, but the blades of each kind of herb have something in common, too. So even if you don't know how a particular blade grew, you can risk making an infusion with it. It will have an effect. I will heed your advice. Let's go through
Pins
this.
are sticking out of the pores of my skin.
You're very dolly. She keeps talking about turning inside out and pins. I mean, they all talk like this kind of, but I noticed this especially with her, and she has dolls in her house, so you know. Yeah. Do you know how to gather herbs? You won't find anything if you simply walk. You have to know the right places. Twire and Swavery are abundant this year. Inexplicable. It was just like 11 years ago when the Cold Tower was built. This freaking lore, the Cold Tower, the two daughters. You should speak to the gatherers. Okay, I know who the gatherers are. Why are they called worms? Where can I find them? Thank you, Ospity.
Who
Okay.
is she?
Tell me about infusions. There's no medicine in drugstores. You can come across drugs from time to time, but they're of poor quality indeed. Okay.
It's better not.
It's better. Man, there's a lot of money. So this is something that I think I'll need later. A little bit of Twire, a little bit of Twire, a little bit of Sweevery. So yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ospity. Thank you. That's me. Hi. Is there not a changeling doll? It's because she's real. She's the only real person. Okay. I'm gonna need my guts if I'm gonna go trade with the worms. So, yeah, I will. Actually, don't have a lot of my tradables for kids either because a lot of that goes under the other category. So, yeah. Um. Yeah, it's so peaceful when there's no plague and there's no, like, I mean, there's nobody's attacking me like they were yesterday. I mean, there's really nothing to fear. This is soups easy. And I got some money. I don't think I'm gonna buy any. I don't think I'm gonna buy any of that right now. I'm actually not too far from the Broken Heart if I wanted to go trade with Andre real quick, which I'm kind of tempted to do, because then I can drop off some things here and then go to Dankovsky's and then because I will make medicine, but I'm not really worried about the few herbs that I have on hand, so I kind of feel like I should just go trade those. I know at some point Andre is going to offer, although I should keep whichever ones he's gonna want for the quest. Although I don't even know if you can complete that quest, so I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. And I only really need money for like bullets and for food, which I'm gonna need soon. I have a little bit. I'll eat that here in just a second. I also want to see if there's anything worth buying from the coffee man, because he sometimes sells like flowers, which are really good for selling to teensies. And I haven't even begun trading with teensies. Oh! Oh. Okay. Sorry, Maria. Sorry. Oh, hi, Maria. 1 second. Man, there's a lot of cups here. Okay, you'll sell a hook for 70. I don't think that's a bad deal. I'm not buying these. 176. I honestly don't think that's a bad deal either, because it's worth more to those little girls. 440. No, that I'm not doing. I'm not selling anything to you because I'm gonna go sell at that other place. Thank you.
I often feel like someone's looking at us from the other side.
I love her voice in this too, and her design.
That's it. There's nothing left.
Damn, has this changed? Is that 7 or 1? Okay, I don't know if you actually want the brown wire or not, so I'm gonna hold on to it and give you the other ones, or maybe I'll just give you all of them. Huh. Damn. Okay, I will keep 1 wire, I guess. No, actually, it seems to be even. Okay, I don't know why I thought I had 1 left. No, it's fine. Okay, let me talk to Maria.
Why can't I move on my own?
She is so funny. She is so funny. You must be an outsider, aren't you, man of the kin? You look at this. Look at this sentence. You must be an outsider, man of the kin. What does that mean? It's like, obviously, if I'm from the kin, I'm from this town, right? Haven't seen you here before. You have. You've simply forgotten. Doesn't matter. I've noticed you were headed for the architects. Are you the man they asked to gather rare herbs for them before they hit the road? Yes. What are you? An Ohdong? An Awdah? I don't know how to say it. How did you manage to avoid the massacre? I thought all of you were killed by the zealots 3 days ago, and the rest were locked up in the termitary yesterday. So this actually, you think of it as meaning worm. Normally you see worms called Ahdongs, but I think it can mean any member of the kin who works with the cattle, any termitary citizen pretty much, so that's what she's saying. She thought all the termitary folks were locked up, which is interesting because, like, Peter also called me gatherer earlier, which, you know, you think that it's like you hear gatherer, Ahdong, and you're talking about worms. You're calling me a worm, but, like, not necessarily, but, like, the association is kind of there, and just kind of this whole looking at the kin as less than human, right? I come from a Menku family. Do you even know what that means, Maria? Do you even know what a Menku is? I'm Simon Kine's best friend's son. Does that make sense to you? Do you know what that means? Okay. Hush! Quiet! Listen to me, old goy. The architects are planning to leave our town. I want them to stay. Tell Andre you've managed to discover the secret of old Isidore's brews. They are quite sought after now, rumor has it. Saburov has seized Isidore's belongings. They're quite sought after now that Saburov has seized Isidore's belongings. They can see us whispering. I'll give you one of the recipes if Andre demands proof. It costs a fortune, but I'm prepared to go to great expenses for a deal like this. I'll also reimburse any lost profits to you. You must be aware that I come from a rather wealthy family. Well, deal? They're looking at us right now. No. Can I change my mind?
I'm feverish. What can it be?
What else could hold a creative person here? Are you implying it's you? What does that
I
mean?
often feel like someone's looking at us from the other side.
Well, that's true. It's me.
What is this silent house? Will you tell me, old boy?
I don't know.
Oh,
Peter.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this because I already traded with him. But yeah. Julio, excuse me, Maria. I might come back and do this later. I mean, I think it can, I mean, it's literally 10:30, so I'm not super worried about it. I am mildly worried about going back to my house and dropping off my things, and then I'll go talk to Dankovsky, and I'll sell some things back there. I'll trade with kids, yada yada. I'm probably gonna get a letter at some point. I don't think I've gotten one today. I don't remember what happens in this game, so yeah. Yeah. Hopefully I can find a bandage salesman with a freaking bandage. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of characters that I prefer the P1 design. I mean, that's hard to say because there's a lot of characters that I prefer the P2 design. It just depends. But, like, Maria is one of those that I don't, like, I really feel like they kind of took some of her uniqueness away with her P2 design. Like, she just feels a little bit more, I want to say, predictable or just like, I don't know. I think fish is pretty good. I don't have any freaking money after this. Should I just buy the fish? I'm just gonna buy the fish. And I should make some more money later. And it's like, why are you saving money? Just buy all the food. My concern, besides all my other concerns, is that I don't think I'm doing good on the Schmouder trade, and I really want to get the best ending. I didn't get a Schmouder from Leica. I'm never gonna Schmouder myself though, which, it's just not happening. If I do the math and I calculate that I have excess Schmouders, then maybe my belief is that you need something like, it's like 4 to 6. Like, basically you only really need Schmouders for the other people's, oh, I dropped all of my stupid, I don't know why I came over here when I hadn't gotten my my things out yet. Basically you only need to worry about Daniel's and Clara's Bound, and I'm gonna do all the quests this time. I can tell you right now, when I first played as the Haruspex, and it's the only route that I did this on, one of the days I simply did not complete a quest. When we get there, I will talk about it probably, but, yeah, one of the days I just didn't fucking do the quest. I refused. I abstained. And so, if you skip a quest, one of your bound is going to get sick. I think it was Grace, and I had to Schmouder her, or give her panacea, or something like that. But I'm not. I'm just gonna do the quest this time. I'm not gonna take a stance against such things. I'm just gonna do it, and I will then have one more Schmouder than I would have otherwise. And I'm also not going to Schmouder myself. If I get the plague, I get the plague. I don't plan on really save scumming for not getting the plague, and I also don't plan on taking a cure. Unless I really have, like, a ton, which I don't really see any reason would happen. Dude, why are you still here? I think it's because I didn't finish the dialogue with him, but it's a little bit funny. Oh my god, look at all of this kid-friendly stuff. I hate that all the kid tradables end up being under this other category because it's just so inconvenient. I don't really need to carry anything around. I'll carry around some of these just... Well, no, not kidneys. I'll carry around the hearts. It's fine. I'll just carry around the hearts. Alrighty. Hi, Vlad. Hello. Well, yeah. I'm not particularly going for grading, though. I can do that later. I'm just carrying the hearts just in case. Just in case what? I actually... Okay, fine. I changed my mind. I should go and do that. Because it's not just the whole... Oh, you can go there and trip... Oh.
I wonder who else.
What's on the table? How do I use it? Where are they now? Okay. Thanks. Imagine if I just never finished the dialogue with him and he was just always here. I kind of wish that I hadn't. Okay, fine. I'll go trade. I might be able to reduce it down and carry a few less things if I only buy a couple different herbs. And I honestly should have looked at the recipe because I think, like Sweevery is always a good investment. There's always lots of ones that need Sweevery, and if I remember correctly, brown and I think black are also good. I honestly, if my memory serves, I have the sense that Bloody Twire is not a, like, profitable isn't the right word, but it's not a very useful herb in general. For this game, at least. In P2, it's obviously more balanced because, you know, almost every herb is useful in some way or another, and, you know, you can cook with Sweevery for any of them, and they'll just be the Sweevery plus. I think Sweevery is like yellow or something, and White Whip is white, and the other one is red, or orange rather. Yeah, I really like the medicine system in Pathologic too. And, you know, I don't prefer everything about Pathologic 2, but that's one thing that I do really like. Trading system 2 is really good. You have a keen nose. How much blood do you need? Take it. Yeah, okay. Why don't you kill Andre? He's very strong. He's a builder. Herb brides dance to please him when they should be pleasing the earth. We would be thankful if you kill him. We'll see. I don't think it's an option to kill Andre. But maybe. Okay, these are just some regular ass herbs. Let me just talk to her real quick. Okay, maybe the quest is later, I don't know. Okay. Maybe I'll keep one stack. I'll keep the blood, maybe. And sell everything else. And maybe I'll prioritize... I think this one is the best, honestly. Is that all of them? How much is it worth? 12, 14, 10. Okay, well, actually, maybe I need to split it between these two then. Okay, that evens out. Okay. Thanks, dude. I actually thought there was going to be a quest up here, but maybe not. Oh. Oh, okay, they're all marked. Okay. Oh, well, I should have... Oh, I saved my blood, didn't I? Okay. Yeah. So I can go give them blood. I think... I don't know if you need to give them blood every time you trade with them, or if it's only the first time. But I have some. So... I don't know... Yeah. I'm assuming this guy over here is the dad of that girl or something like that, and yeah, you got to deal with the family drama. Ooh, a hook. I just found a hook in a field. in a steppe, plateau field thing, whatever you call it. But yeah. I don't know what kind of plants these are. I'm assuming they're not twire because I can't pick them. But yeah. I do wish... Ooh, hey! Oh, I got some of that. Great. That's fine. Yeah, I would like room in my bag, but yeah. It's all good. I'm wondering if you can actually get good at herb hunting in this game. I wonder if it is a viable strategy, because Ospity basically straight up told you it is not a viable strategy for you to do your own herb picking. You gotta go talk to the gatherers. But I wonder if I'm just really bad at it, because I'm pretty bad at it in P2 too, honestly. Like, I will really only go looking at night because they sparkle, and so that makes it a little bit easier. Yeah. Along the water, they grow a lot in P2. Yeah. There's lots of different things, but they are not twire, I guess. Like, what's this? Why can't this be White Whip? It's kind of like White Whip to me. But yeah. Ooh, Notkin's right there. I kind of wish I could go talk to him, but I don't really think... Ooh, got a letter. The old Gimskis are covering for you. They need you for some reason, so they would never tell me where you're hiding. But I need neither formulas nor money. You're not gonna escape. Reuben. Reuben! Be my bestie. Yeah, Reuben is great. I think I do, generally speaking, prefer Reuben and Artemis' relationship in Pathologic too, because, I don't know how to put it other than there's really a very similar amount of nastiness and sort of a similar amount of forgiveness in the end, but it's built on the weight of this friendship. You know, I mean, they were basically like brothers, right? I mean, from the way it's talked about, Isidore was very much like a dad to Reuben, which, maybe shows this tendency of Isidore being like a dad to everybody, which sort of, you have Artemis, who was his son, but it's like, well, yeah, but he was like a dad to everyone, or at least to a lot of people. I'm not gonna have to fight over here, am I? I think on another day there is a fight that happens here, or maybe that says Lanklovsky. I can't wait to play The Bachelor again, honestly. There's 2 wormy worms here. Oh yeah, he's like, I want this gatherer to marry my daughter, not that one. And I'm like, Here comes a warden who knows the lines. Do me a favor, warden, I'll pay you back in kind. What do you want? I'm a gatherer. And I am an oinon. I am known for my wisdom, and I have the knowledge of herb conjunctions. My daughter is a bride. She knows how to summon herbs from the earth. She does it well, too. Just look at how generous a summer we had. I've sold my daughter at a good price. I've sold her as a wife to this gatherer. What price? He is a hero. He has dealt with the traitors, with the apostates. He has returned them to the earth. The people who have been selling my secrets to outsiders. But my daughter didn't come to his house as a wife. She doesn't want to bring him riches. She doesn't want to summon herbs for him. What do you want from me? We have 3 young ones, 3 gatherers. She ran off for one of them. One is to the right across the gullet. One is to the left across the guzzle. If you find her, if you make her obey my word, I will reward you. I will share a secret of herbs, 2 if you insist. So she doesn't listen to you, but she will listen to me? You are a warden. You know the lines. Tell her that this is whether her line of fortune lies. She will listen. I'll speak to her. So last time I was, Ardmidu Roth, Defender of Women, and this time I might just be Artemidu Roth, not Defender of Women. I have blood, take it, and you're just also gonna sell, the classics. The classics. Who can forget the classics? Sure, I'll buy, one of these. Thanks, dude. Okay, I've actually already bought from the other guy, and honestly, that's where I should have spent all my money, but I'm actually... probably... I might go talk to him real quick just in case, but, I don't even have enough to buy any herbs from him, so I'm not really that worried about it. I am getting tie-tie, so I can sleep at Daniel's, although I have a lot of coffee. And I actually would rather use the coffee, during the day, and sleep at night, because during the day there are kids trading, there are things happening, I might get a letter, you know, I mean, certainly things happen at night too, depending on the night. Where am I? Have I gone through the map? I legitimately don't know where I am. I am so fucking lost. I just need to pick a direction and go, I guess. Damn, this is not good, huh? I mean, this side is high, which makes me think of, this is the part of the river I'm supposed to be in. Oh, there I am. Am I blind? Was I on the map the whole time? Like, I legitimately didn't see myself. Okay. False alarm. Everybody calm down. Okay, I will go talk to him real quick. Yeah. In my first Artemy P1 Haruspex run, I was a defender of women, and I did not complete one of the quests because I was such a defender of women. But in this one, I might just be a misogynist, you know? Embrace my true nature. Hey, babe. So I guess I only have to give him blood one time. I can't afford one white whip, but I'm fine. I thought he might say something about the other worms, but he did not. So I will one of these days work my way back over there and tell that darn herb bride that she should do what her father wants. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna say that that's, like, the right thing to do. I'm not advocating for behavior of, you know, controlling women's lives or doing other things that aren't nice. I'm not advocating for murdering people in the streets. Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with you? She's like, anything I can help you with? You were just bent over crying. Do you have the sand plague or something? I feel like this guy should have some funny dialogues, honestly. Morals and luck are a great help in managing a small community without resorting to violence. Personal standing can work wonders. Sorry, I can't... This is a Dankovsky line, I'm sorry, because honestly his outfit isn't that different, but this has got to be a Dankovsky line. I can't help feasting my eyes on your outfit. Who was the mad tailor? I mean... God, you're such an asshole. I mean, I get it, Artemy can also be an asshole, but... I just feel like he would come up with something a little bit more clever and biting than just... Your clothes are ugly. Thank you. Alrighty. Gonna go talk to Danielle. Gonna go ahead and, one of these. Which you kindly mend my clothes? A lot of these I can't help but read and think of Venial, even if they're not that specific. The like, will you kindly mend my clothes? Like him just saying that through, you know,
What?
like just, you know, trying to act polite because he can be polite. He does have manners.
My head is spinning.
So, did you find any notes? Nothing special about them. May I look? They're choir infusion recipes. Seems like I'll let you look. Sure. So, curious. Curious. So Isidore Baruch relied on some sort of natural agents. He abstracted the working components from them, I guess, or even used those agents to obtain serum from blood. Damned if I know. There are many people that would give their lives for the mixture's secret formulas, Oinon. Do you notice how, and correct me if I'm wrong, you know, the people that are more literate than me, but it's worth noting because of the meta of the game and because of the, you know, the doll angle, the theater angle, all of that. It's worth noting that you don't start calling him Oinon until you go and talk to Ospedy, and she talks about the word Oinon, and a couple of other characters I think have already used the word Oinon, but I feel like you had it explained to you that this means wise man, you know? I mean, the worms were just saying it too. And now I'm calling you it, because I heard it, but I feel like I haven't used it ever, but now it's what I'm saying, Oinon. I thought there would be more. Never mind. Try to figure out how those formulas work. They might be of some use to us. I do believe you and I will produce better results if we turn this into a collaborative project. Next, I've heard that you're being supported by the Olgimskis. Is that correct? Yeah. The father is obviously busy right now, but the son seems to be a reasonable young man. Ask him if there's any equipment at the town that could be used to make these mixtures. He's likely to know where we can get a distiller. Yeah, we already had that conversation.
During an outbreak, discipline can only be maintained through unwavering exertion of authority.
Okay. What are you working on, Oinon? I'm looking for the source of the outbreak. I need hard evidence. Those backwards fanatics are still obsessed with searching for Simon's murderer instead of trying to make preparations for the epidemic. I fear that they're about to tear even more man-eaters to pieces. Go visit my father's house. It's in the Skinners. His house? Why? It's infected. My condolences, but if what you say is true, then you've done me a great favor. Happy to help.
What?
What? I love that line. What? I'm actually not going to sleep in your bed, as much as I would love to. It is 1 o'clock. I'm going to go a little bit and sell and look for kiddos to trade with. Hey, bae. How are you? Aren't you a lively gal? Thank ya. Okay. I don't even know if I have enough to get a bandage from Var, honestly. As far as my, organ supply goes. I honestly feel a little bit, like, dirty, or like I'm cheating in using the tailor behind the, I think it's a tailor. It might be a pharmacy. The shop behind the kinds, because it does feel a little bit like a cheat, right? But I think it should be, you know, operational. Even though, sorry. Even though I haven't actually, can I talk to the kinds? Can I talk to Vicky? Aww, he's gonna be like, I just need rest. Bet you $1 million. He's like, I just need rest. I love how he stands up to greet me.
What?
Rest. All I need now is rest. I was hoping to have some rest here too. I love that line. It's like, where's the bed? No bed. Hmm. I think he only says that to men. The line, the like sort of default line for girls is different. So I don't know. It's just funny that that's his default line, or one of his options for the default line for men is to be like, I was hoping to get some rest at your place. Wink, wink. You know, don't read too much into it, but or do read too much into it. You know, who am I to judge whether or not you read things? Boy, I'm afraid you're gonna despawn. Come talk to me. Talk to me. Ba-ba-bum. Oh, what you got? What you got? Okay. I don't really think this is a great deal, but the clock itself is a good deal. Just itself trading a clock for a medicine would be good in its own, and the fact that you get another little trade option there is really good. So, and I'm probably going to keep one of my medicines. Hey dude, how much is a bullet worth to you? 192. I actually have no idea what this is compared to a normal guy. But this one is worth 576, which means I am rolling in cash, because I literally bought those to sell. You can have these too. Now, the rifle one is the cheapest, which is kind of weird because it's valuable to me. I think that is really the only thing that I bought to sell. I'm tempted to sell it because it's so expensive, but I will keep it. Yeah, and by the way, the medicine is worth more than a razor. So that is a good deal to make. And the medicine is actually pretty expensive. I'm probably not going to use this, although one of these days I am going to need it. I'm actually going to start stocking this up because I remember on that day where there's a quest where you need this, I had like literally within a few hours before that sold a whole stack of this shit. So I'm just going to start kind of racking it up now. Okay, you can take that. And I think that's it. I don't think I'm selling anything else. Okay, thank you. Now I have money, money, money. I can get food. I can get food. I can get bullets from grief. Those are the main things that I want. Part of me wants to get the food over there, but I honestly am not in a position of needing it. I don't know if I'm ever going to be in a position of needing it, because usually the most desperate times are the, you didn't despawn, are the first few days, and considering that I'm a little bit rolling in the cash, and just considering the fact that the food, curve, or the necessary amount of food to feed yourself in this game is quite reasonable. I mean, it is reasonable, right? It's like, you know, you can live off of some bread and some fish every day. Like, I mean, you know, as long as you take care of your other needs, like, that seems reasonable, right? It's like, you know, if you just eat a few things a day, then you're fine. Like, that makes sense to me, but in P2, you really have to, like, eat a lot, it seems. Like, you know, you can eat, I mean, especially if you turn up the difficulty, right? It's like, you can eat freaking 10 canned foods a day and still be dying of starvation. No. Hey, sweetie. I need to just go buy all of the needles. Because I've already... Oh my god, there's two of you. I know... Girls, I know I don't have anything. I don't have anything for y'all, do I? Oh, y'all like nuts. Forgot about that. Only the younger kids like nuts. Okay, okay. No, we're schmouder shaving. We're schmouder shaving, aren't we, girly? Yeah, this is the part of town where we see Pumpkin. Pumpkin, I need it. Baby girl, you don't understand. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. She's like... Okay, we need to go to all of the food shops and all of the other places. The thing is that I think they do respawn, but that little boy earlier didn't respawn, so maybe if you trade with him, they don't respawn, but whatever, it's not worth risking that right now. There's a food store down here that I don't know if I've been yet, so I'm gonna go there, and then... This is a pharmacy, I think. This one, I think, is a clothes shop. And there's a clothes shop up there that I think I actually have already gone to. I really need to be careful about trading with these girls because I gave y'all all of my fucking needles. You can sometimes find needles in the trash cans. Damn. Ugh. I feel so dumb. I feel like such a dummy. And actually the little boys aren't bad. You don't see them as often, but the little boys aren't bad for trading because you can trade razors, or in other words, I don't know if for sure if they're called razors, but yeah, razors. You can trade those to little boys. It's like, I can buy food now, but it's like, I don't want food. I don't want meat. I want... I really don't know what the best food is. I'll just buy a few. I'll just buy a few if you pick it up, right? Because, like, if you break into a house, you can pick up their food off the table and stuff like that. Yeah, so that needs to be part of my rounds as I go around the town. The one issue with trading these guys razors is that they really, I mean, they might give you lockpicks. These are little weapon dealers, by the way, just so you know. These guys deal in weapons, and sure, here you go. And then the little girls, so the teenage girls and the little boys deal in weapons almost exclusively. Lockpicks, ammo. That's mainly it. Mainly lockpicks and ammo. And then the older boys and the little girls deal in medicine. So, yeah. Baby, I do not have a thing for you. Do you have a shrouder too? I'm gonna kill myself. Let's barter pumpkin. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a good way to get kid tradables. I mean, breaking into houses is an option, but I really don't feel like I'm at that point because I don't really want my reputation to suffer. I don't want to have to kill people. There's a lot of reasons I wouldn't want to do another one. Girlies. Y'all are everywhere, huh? I mean, the thing is that I have been in the position in this game, Pathologic, and I think it was the Bachelor playthrough, and I think that I was fine. Like, I didn't, because the Bachelor playthrough is really easy. You can say no to, like, 6 panaceas and still win. Like, it's kind of crazy to me how many panaceas they... Like, you can definitely get more panaceas in the Bachelor playthrough than you can in the Haruspex playthrough. Which, you know, I don't know what that version of the Haruspex was doing, making all of them panaceas, but he was obviously much better at his job than I was. I don't know why he gave all those panaceas to Dankovsky. I don't know why I went this way. I thought I might be able to sneak around, but I was wrong. Where can I find needles, flowers, all that shit? The only place that I know you can buy a flower is my bartender, and he was not selling me one. So, yeah, my options are a little bit limited. Gonna go check in here. Hi, hi. Okay, I'm close to schmoutering. Close.